A routine flight turned into a deadly disaster as a U.S. Army Sikorsky UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter collided midair with PSA Airlines Flight 5342, an American Airlines Bombardier CRJ-700 jet. The collision occurred just moments before the commercial aircraft was set to land on runway 33 at Reagan National Airport, shattering the evening calm over Washington, D.C. Eyewitnesses describe a fireball in the sky, followed by a deafening explosion as pieces of both aircraft plummeted into the Potomac River and surrounding areas. In an instant, a routine approach became a catastrophic emergency. Authorities have confirmed multiple fatalities, though the exact toll remains unknown. The race to find survivors is intensifying, with emergency teams scouring the river and wreckage sites. Reports indicate that at least 4 people have been pulled from the debris alive, but many more remain unaccounted for. The airspace around Reagan National has been locked down, with all incoming and outgoing flights suspended indefinitely. The airport, a critical hub for government officials and diplomats, now stands eerily silent as investigators and first responders battle against time.
It was an American Airlines Flight 5342, and again, it was inbound to Reagan National when it collided with a helicopter. What we do know, there's no word of any immediate casualties, but what we do know is that this flight, this plane, can be configured to carry up to 70 passengers. Again, all activity has been halted. Flights are not taking off or landing here at Reagan National Airport as this massive search and rescue operation is underway.
Preliminary investigations point to a possible miscommunication with air traffic control. Moments before impact, controllers reportedly instructed the Black Hawk to pass behind the jet, but something went terribly wrong. Was it human error, a breakdown in coordination between military and civilian airspace, or a mechanical failure that made collision unavoidable? The shockwaves from this disaster have reached the highest levels of government. President Donald Trump has been personally briefed on the situation, while Vice President J.D. Vance and lawmakers from Kansas, Virginia, and Maryland are monitoring developments closely. President Trump, reacting to the incident, wrote on his Truth Social account and unleashed fire on air traffic control, questioning why the crash was not averted. He said,
"The airplane was on a perfect and routine line of approach to the airport. The helicopter was going straight at the airplane for an extended period of time. It is a clear night. The lights on the plane were blazing. Why didn't the helicopter go up or down or turn? Why didn't the control tower tell the helicopter what to do instead of asking if they saw the plane? This is a bad situation that looks like it should have been prevented. Not good."
With Washington's airspace under strict military oversight, the crash has raised urgent questions about air safety protocols. Was Reagan National's air traffic control prepared for such a scenario? Should military flights be restricted in such heavily congested airspace? The FAA and NTSB have taken charge of the investigation, searching for critical black box recordings and analyzing the last communications between the pilots and air traffic controllers.
Little plane went down at the Potomac.
For the families of those on board, the wait is agonizing. Many are gathering at airports, desperate for answers, a painful reminder of how fragile air safety can be.
Official information will come directly from either the airline or from NTSB as this continues. We have been asked that question of what do friends and family that want additional information. We do have an incident family support team that we've activated, so we have a lot of volunteers that come in to help out in a situation like this that will be here in the terminal if they do want to come to this point. But we also encourage them to stay home and stay in contact with the airline, and they'll be getting an official word directly as well.
Authorities have confirmed that there is no evidence of foul play or terrorism at this time. But until a full report is released, speculation continues. Was this a preventable tragedy, a systems failure, or a flaw in military-civilian flight coordination? With recovery operations still underway and a nation in mourning, the focus now shifts to preventing such a disaster from ever happening again. As investigators piece together the final moments of this devastating crash, families wait, Washington watches, and the world demands answers. Stay with us for the latest developments.